never had my character go somewhere more than 300 feet above sea level without my character dying in a game of D&D before. That's just too much potential energy to give me to work with. Did it anyway. This probably works. I think I kind of need to do this to not just die to a elite before campfire. You forgot the time I glued feathers to myself and kept launching myself off cliffs. Oh, yeah, I also forgot that. This has been an HP roller coaster. Singing Bowl question card. Alright. Pretty sure I meant to take Electra there. I'm actually not certain. Are we rooting for Snecko now? Snecko seems okay here. Is the upgrade cards event and almost always take? Oh, well, you don't take it if you're low on health, as it's offered. Gotta pick a Frost Orb. Over genetic algorithm, I think. I think there are actually quite a few situations where you don't want to take that. 16, 24, 30. Got a great review from a client you contracted with today. Congratulations, Brainfest. That's pretty rad. Man, I really like genetic algorithm. I also really like capacitor. I also kind of think the deck likes an FTL. Maybe we're taking Snecko away? I don't know. Let's do this, it's probably fine. I'm gonna have to rest though. You have an n-sided dice and roll n times. There's a 63% chance you'll see one specific number. I think I did know that. Or at least I would have guessed about that. The bomb. I mean, that's just the same as if you're coin flipping, right? Because a coin flip is just an n-sided dice where n equals 2. I'm pretty sure I need that. Relatively confident. Maybe I don't want to loop yet. Oh, I didn't take capacitor. Probably fine to take a loop them. Can actually upgrade something this way. Oh, this is good. This is good. Making Slay the Spire parody song when you finish it. Is it okay if you drop it in the Discord? I don't know. Will it be good? Our two-sided dice at 75, but then there's like stuff. Yeah, I mean, like, whatever. Maybe I need that. Go with maybe. Number is 1 over 1 minus e. I am pretty much certain that I've seen that on like a blackboard or whiteboard in a course at some point in my life. Oh, I thought that was a strike. I think it matters. Don't Save Me Now, a parody based off the popular song Don't Stop Me Now by Queen. Didn't realize she made music. Also, isn't she dead? How do we feel about the Queen Elizabeth is dead conspiracy theories here? What's the general sentiment? They announced the Queen was entering a new phase. I don't know, did they? You can keep people alive for a long time with medicine these days, huh? To say she ever existed in the first place? The Queen of England? I don't know. Good question. Someone should look into that. Feels like biased cog over Echo Forum. If it is Echo Forum, it's because of genetic algorithm, but I don't have much reason to care about that really. Genetic algorithm and backup prep make Echo Forum okay, baby. This one? Those are very bad cards. Bakers. That was not a good pandas. On November 17th, 2021, MSN UK posted an article titled "Queen has entered a new phase, and we may not see her until February." Okay. That does give off some strange vibes, not gonna lie. I have done the thing where you take Pandora's box and actually just die, which is not a thing I've done very many times in my life, because Pandora's box is typically pretty strong. But yeah, this is not a great deck at the moment. It actually helps a lot. I went from thinking my deck was just absolutely atrociously awful to thinking it's pretty close to being infinite when I picked up those Warped Tongs. If these cards that cost 1 start costing 0, all of a sudden it's actually a pretty playable deck. If I like add a couple of skims. It has so many uncommons, how can it be bad? It's a good question. Let's find out. Take it easy, bruh. $18. It's easy to be annoyed at how strong common cards are early, whereas uncommons are do a thing if blah, and blood is hard to set up sometimes. Yep. I think that's very deliberate. Is my deck playable now? Might be. I think surviving in Russia and having anti-Russian government views is a good topic for writing a book in the current political climate. Sounds like it would be. Probably. Electro Recursion. Dual cast. Double energy. No. This one. This one. This one. Full cast. Wait, double energy is not in my hand? Hello? Wow, I sure fucked that up. Buying that book in Russia might be a giveaway. Gotta understand the anime. What exactly makes these people who are against our glorious state tick? Ceramic Fish puts even more pressure on my card reward screens. I don't feel that close to winning this run at the moment. But with Nulleries, maybe I'm underestimating the deck. I have shopped at New Zealand grocery store Countdown. Cool, had it in turbo. Gets me closer to this infinite that I might have. There's also another genetic algorithm, and I don't think it's too late. Feels like deck needs a cool-headed. When was the last time I was in New Zealand? A few years ago. All of my extended family is there. Although they're getting older. Should Ceramic Fish proc off Nulleries? God, yes, that would make the game so much better. You could stay in a fight as long as you wanted and get 9 gold every single turn. Honestly, I'm upset that that doesn't happen already. I could take Darkness for Champ Fight. I think I'm doing something with Recycle for Champ Fight though. Not 100% sure what it is, but I feel like I'll work it out. Do you want Darkness anyway in case I get a compile driver? Bleh. Should only let you keep the gold on that floor like Monopoly money. You just get to look at it and then it goes away. Interesting idea. Without doing the math or anything, this seems like it would be lethal. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's the turbo that I kind of wanted. It's weird, I only kind of want it. Also, this feels reminiscent of that Defect Run where I tried really hard to go infinite when I could have just won with like normal things and then I lost. Maybe I should just take Reinforced Body. Doesn't Recursion already work with Fusion anyway? I don't even need a turbo. I think so. Let's just take this. Is being attracted to a hot mother of your ex okay? I think that being attracted to people is generally okay. The things that you do because of attraction may not be okay. What do we think? Just go for it. Being attracted to adults is generally okay. I don't... God. Probably not G-Physics. Sort of like to, though. Just need to play Slay the Spire. Getting out of line here. Is this when Jorbs gets cancelled? Finally. I've been waiting so long. I said that it was okay to be attracted to people, but didn't specify anything about minors. That's it for me. What if I just kept the Thunderstrike and that was how I actually like won the fight? I've decided against. Been trying to call 90% of my viewers for years. Please stop watching this broadcast. One, two, two. Thanks for 31 months. Very unclear to me what the fuck I'm doing right now. Probably I'll just generate a blizzard at some point and win. Remember when the hellos were 2 minutes long? Honestly, no. Is this a Gorilla's cover? It is, right? I need the recursions and fusion. Cost 0 for this to work. Definitely at least one of the people from Gorillas. Handsome Boy Modeling School. Did they do that one thing? The yaoi or whatever? Isn't Jorbs one person? Oh, Blizzard will work. Not entirely sure what I'm doing here. It seems like this is block and energy positive. right? It seems like it's infinite. Like, it could be infinite. I don't know. My energy keeps going up. Don't think it works without this skim, and the skim's from Nilries. So, that is a thing to keep in mind. Blizzard is sort of like a body slam, right? Clicking on random cards, infinite. Simply click random cards. I don't know. Works for me. Empty cage is sort of enticing, isn't it? Given what I just did. Seems sort of good. Bell is free. Are 2 card removes better than 3 relics though? I suspect so. Get rid of Rebound and Thunderstrike or something. Deck starts to actually get good if I take the bad cards out of it. Yeah, I don't know what's up with how threads work. Lots of people tag themselves while continuing threads. It's very weird. By the way, did you notice that I'm drinking a not water? I'm drinking dry botanical bubbly lavender, naturally flavored sparkling beverage with other natural flavors. I can actually drink this. It's very sugary. Oh, it's very sugary. Probably shouldn't drink it. But I found something other than water, which, like, I enjoy drinking. I was sort of proud of myself. Is this an ad? Oop. Would you like it to be? Is that sort of like your thing? Flavored naturally with sugar. Yep. Unfortunately true. I'm trying to reverse wean myself off of only water. Nope. I just didn't clean my glasses. So I felt like drinking something out of a bottle. Dapper Cadaver, thanks to the 18 months. Need to run the dishwashing. Chill plus with bag of prep. Kinda works. Perhaps not necessary, but it does seem like it works. There is also a Glacier, but I have 81 max HP. Should be fine. Microplastics also came from nature at some point. Damn straight. I love microplastics and I love nature. I also love a quiet walk on the beach. Do I like pina coladas? They're okay. Maybe overhyped slightly. Am I into yoga? I feel like I'm not into yoga. Functionally, though, I haven't done any yoga recently. Like flossing your teeth. What is the thought process of not taking 999 gold? What would I do with it? There are no shops. I don't want to curse on my deck. Seems sort of bad. I like songs with questions. I'm thinking about this way more seriously than I should be right now. I guess they're okay. Used to be sad knowing you could never eat lead paint chips like your grandparents did. The house that I grew up in as a kid had lead paint. This runs out of energy, huh? Oh. Pretty close to being dead right now. Crazy how useful lead is for things. I mean, I'm sure you're right and all, but that's such a funny comment. This is a painful infinite, but it is definitely an infinite. What does a lightning orb evoke for right now? Seven? Like enough? How's it going, Zappa Brannigan? Calipers. Interesting. I don't need this, right? With how I'm winning. Unless I like want it against Time Eater or something. But I could have discovered the energy cap with that infinite. I already know the energy cap. I've already done that. Please. I'm not some noob. I don't know who that is. No. Someone in YouTube comments was explaining how silent discard synergies worked to me earlier today. It's pretty funny. What a world we live in. I really need more card draw. I am not convinced this deck needs a self-repair. And it doesn't seem like it needs a turbo. You know, I could take a Blizzard, actually, with an innate chill. And my deck's not that good at Reptimancer killing. And then I never have to worry about Nilrees being my damage source ever again. Although Nilrees is doing fine as my damage source. And in theory, I do just have a zap. I think with Firepot, I don't have to take it. What about Nemesis? What about Nemesis? Nemesis probably just kills me, honestly. Just take this for Nemesis, maybe? It doesn't even hit for very much. I got just died on Nemesis, that's fine. Finesse seems very good. Panacea with Biased Cog is very good. Over Secret Technique with Seek, I think. Do I actually need it? Maybe I don't need it. Maybe it's just Secret Technique for Seek, actually. It does seem very good, but maybe it's like unnecessarily good. About 4 years? Gosh, I wish. It's been longer than that. A lot of good upgrades. Seek upgrade's very good, and there are 2 ways for me to draw Seek, and I draw 7 out of 23 cards on turn 1. That's very hard to say no to. Bias Cog upgrade's also very good. Bias Cog upgrade might actually be better against Nemesis, specifically. I could see that. I might need to take a hologram. Now that I'm looking at how my deck tries to put Panacea and Bias Cog together, it seems like a hologram would be good. In case I miss... If I draw Panacea turn 1 but can't play it because I'm getting debuffed, sort of need a hologram rip. Yeah, this is a situation where I need a hologram to get that Bias Cog back. Also, it's Nemesis, isn't it? Do this at least. Now I get another entire turn to try to hit. Cool. Guess I can just do this with calipers. Genetic algorithm calipers is sort of fun. You are all now manually breathing. I actually manually breathe all the time. I have never breathed non-manually in my life. Some people are surprised when I tell them that, but usually I find that it takes their breath away. Is that a joke? I think that was close to a joke. I need to work on that a little more. Astronaut helmets have a patch of Velcro on the inside so they can scratch their nose. Such a good idea. Should get something like that for streaming. Hey Jack! Use your hands to inflate your lungs. When I'm doing physical training, sometimes we do very deliberate breathing. And I actually do stuff like that. It's weird. Very weird. Uter. Should try breathing with my lungs sometime. Why? What for? Yeah, Nemesis is not always a very big deal, but Nemesis is also sometimes the only enemy that a deck cares about in the entire run. Does a joke have to be funny to be a joke? Oh, Sundial? Hello? Hi. That makes the Infinite a little bit more exciting. What is chemosynthesis? How can I learn to do it? Just want the one echo farm, please. Recycle is a really cool card. Lets you do some pretty sweet stuff. Night Shazam. Okay, now I get to double play Genetic Algorithm Plus. Is actually sort of a big deal with calipers, and also the Genetic Algorithm's close, but not quite at a point where it deals enough damage. How does the deck deal damage? However we want it to. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm going to play 3 Echo Farms every fight. But I don't see why I shouldn't, you know? Does this kill before I shuffle? I don't think it does. Oh, it does. Nice. Probably should have known that. I didn't need this loop. Oops. Yes. Oh my god, so easy. Easiest game I've ever played. Is Eddie the Yeti? The algorithm, please. Please, friend. Still need a skim. Would I remove Sunder from the deck, like at no cost? Yes, I would remove Sunder from the deck at no cost. When browning beef, it's important to use your sense of hearing, as you can tell when much of the moisture has evaporated, because you'll begin to hear the crackle of beef frying in its own fat. It's interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that defrag is still a good card. Don't see why it wouldn't be. Same applies when you're tanning, holy shit. The real life tip is always in the responses. We've reached a point where nothing matters anymore. Holy shit, I just minimized my game window. Okay, it's back. Clicking accuracy, I like it, I like it. It probably just is a Sunder move over the other ones. I'm just gonna chill though. Just take my gold to next act, or maybe like this shop even. Jorbs was turning off the RNG hacks. Why would I need to turn off the RNG hacks? I could just leave them on. Obviously. It takes such a long time to make Echo Form and upgrade genetic algorithm. And yet here we are. That's sort of bad. Oh! Gosh, I'm good at it though. Outstanding work. Can we get a genetic algorithm upgrade this turn? Thoughts? Oop. Calipers are retaining 50 block per turn. Sounds strong. Is your colleague deliberately misspelling the guests' names? Or do they just like have some sort of dyslexia or something maybe? Sometimes it's hard for people to type things. I don't want to get rid of Blizzard. Blizzard's so cool. Well. Oh, it's back. I mean, I shouldn't have taken it, but, you know. There's no downside to taking it, I guess. This might make me one turn slower. Is it a comfy night? Yeah, it's alright. Hey, Frost Pratt. Just doing the thing, you know? This one, I probably don't go for Echo Foreman. Maybe I shouldn't have even played that. I don't know. It is halved at Ascension 20 Jet Unborn. I forget exactly where it gets halved, but at some point it gets halved. Remember how sad I was when I opened the Pandora's box? I do. In fairness, it was a pretty bad Pandora's box. It's just, didn't matter that much that all of the cards were terrible. Because they weren't strikes and defends. That's the tricky thing about Pandora's box. Strike and defend are genuinely pretty bad cards. Your boyfriend just got an emotional support animal license for his cat, so you can keep El Gato in the apartment. Nice. This is very cool. Wonder how many pets aren't emotional support animals. Like, if you're gonna be honest about it. Aren't pets like sort of all definitionally emotionally support animals? I guess some of them are like farm workers. Domination next to the prime. That saliva is toxic to sugar gliders. What did sugar gliders do to deserve that? Sort of rude. Getting a license for an emotional support animal sounds like declaring war on your landlord. Oh, you're already at war with your landlord. You just might not realize it yet. You've been at war the entire time. We have always been at war with our landlords. The overlay isn't working, right? Like when you mouse over stuff on my screen, on the chat window or whatever, you can't actually see anything. The game's starting to lag. Okay, I'm gonna restart my game before the boss gauntlet then, so that I don't have to play it with lag. Seems better. Is it strictly better? Probably. Likely. Was the part where you are paying for them to own your house what tipped you off? Maybe. Come on, OBS, you can do this. What did I do to my magnificent beard? It's like still here. A lot of it. You should not be able to hear the campfire sounds right now. Is that how it's working for you? Oh, I just think you should have been able to live somewhere without renting from someone else, Sangi. That's all. Hashtag based, etc., etc. I'm glad you liked it, Lark the Slark. I also enjoyed it. I guess I just play this right now. You think the landlord just got that land for free? I mean, often they did. In the States, a good amount of landlords are not, like, particularly owners of their land. They just got loans from banks. What does it mean that they got loans from banks? It means that they went to a bank and they were like, yo, I'm going to buy 100 housing things for low-income families. They're guaranteed by the government, so if they default, I'll still be able to pay you because the government backs me up on them. I think I can make this much profit off them, and the bank's like, sweet! And then they give the person money to do it. And then the people who have low income are now making that person money. It's pretty cool, capitalism and all that. Use those from takes. It's really weird that people who are generally more privileged in society generally are able to lobby and otherwise control what happens to society, are able to make rules for society that advantage them and disadvantage others. Really strange world we live in. very unintuitive. You would expect the low-income families to have the government support because, you know, everybody cares about them. And our government is, you know, just generically good, full of selfless people making policies that help us all. Anyway, yep, that's how the world really works. You just took a 75 sarcasm damage. Get fucking owned. When did the Bo Burnham song start? I judge my mental state fairly largely on how loudly Bo Burnham songs from Inside are repeating in my brain. And definitely yesterday, they were quite loud. Fight. These small indie multi-billionaires are barely scrapping by without exploiting people. Won't someone think of the mom and pop landlords? That was a big, I don't follow New Zealand politics too much, but I am from the country and my extended family is still all there. So I know some stuff, you know? And the big thing in the last election, or maybe not, I don't know, the last policy cycle, was mom and pop landlords. We have to make sure that we legislate in a way that's fair to them, you know? I can tell you're not welcome here. I'm sorry. Is a large part of your personality the fact that you, like, rent property to somebody else? You don't need... I don't know. Do you need that to be a large part of your personality? Okay, how do I win from here? I end turn until it's dead? What's wrong with mom and pop businesses? Well... I mean, I don't know what the right number to give you is. The Atlantic says that between 2011 and 2017, the world's largest private equity groups and hedge funds, as well as other large investors, spent a combined $36 billion on more than 200,000 homes in ailing markets across the US. In one Atlanta zip code, they bought almost 90% of the 7,500 homes sold between January 2011 and June 2012. Today, institutional investors own at least 1 in 5 single-family rentals in some parts of the metro area. So, one of the main things about mom and pop landlords is that, who gives a fuck? Who the fuck are they? Are streamers who use sub-only mode technically landlords? Yes, absolutely. What about the mom and pop hedge funds? What do you think of the children? Streamers actually do labor? Oh please, I play a video game. I'm not first against the wall, but I'm like in the top 100, I would say, when the revolution comes. I've made my peace with it. Can I live stream the revolution when it comes? Absolutely not. I will be too busy eating caviar. I'm going to start a show where I have the plebeians eat, like, I don't know, like mud and dirt and various other unsavory things, but one of the 5 plates is going to be cake. And they won't be able to tell like ahead of time which one it is, but if they guess right, they'll get to eat cake instead of literal dirt. Will I grow a waxed mustache in anticipation of the revolution? Absolutely, and I will twirl it with the end of my monocle that I hold up like this. I'll hold my monocle up, and then when I need to twirl my mustache, I'll like take it off and go like that. Is a Fortune 500 company slumlording to get money from the government? I see I'm not welcomed here. I'll see myself out. I think an important thing for Fortune 500 companies to realize when they're looking at my channel is that I'm very professional and can represent their brand to an untapped market. For example, I think the general services of Berkshire Hathaway would be well received by my viewing audience, and that for a fairly low consulting rate, perhaps $1,000 an hour, perhaps $2, I could happily explain the good that Berkshire Hathaway is doing in the world. Jorbs and Exxon collab when? Oh no. I just dropped my Dark Orb all over the 3rd act of the Spire. Let's see how much money the government gives me to clean up 70% of it. You can't set the world record for most oil cleaned up from an environment easily unless you're willing to spill more oil in that environment than anyone has before. Anyway, that's my opinion. I don't need Zap ever. I'll remove Zap over Sunday. Sunder I can recycle for energy, right? So I could just secret technique for genetic algorithm and it's probably fine. Seems like it's fine. Get Elon on the phone. Oh. Elon and I don't talk on the phone. We just send text messages to us, to each other, via Discord. Is the heart a landlord? Don't see why it shouldn't be. Let's maybe do this one. Oops. You were once going the same way as Elon, and you asked him for a ride, and he said his passenger door was broken, so he couldn't take you. Did he get up in your face and start saying, "Is this annoying? Is this annoying? Huh? Huh? Huh?" I will never actually, like, in my entire life, I will not remember what that copy pasta actually is. I am very aware that I get it wrong every single time, and I'm just never going to change that about myself. Like you're doing right now. Yeah, that's what it is. Is this, like, working? Blizzard is hitting for more and more. Looks like we did it. Centennial Puzzle. Ooh, we're up above 100 health. What is this hand? I do need to have a Frost Orb, right? I could just play Genetic Algorithm before I'm Frail. I could use Seek for that. Or I can obviously go NSEA Biased, but I don't know, it's sort of spooky. Should keep me alive. I've lost track of who's right, but I'm glad that we're all angry at each other. This is 5. Jorbs dated my sister back when I was in high school. He once was over for dinner and agreed to play Halo 2 co-op with me. After we finished the apple pie Mom baked for us, we played for 3 hours and had a great time. Jorbs told me that would carry on that save when he was next over. He broke up with my sister the next week and never got to play Halo 2 with him again. I still have that save on my Xbox. Evan? Didn't know you watched the channel. I broke up with her because I didn't want to keep playing Halo with you. If the boot has 1 million fans, I've already... This pasta is overdone. Plus, you don't really even care about the boot, let's be honest. No echo? Question mark. Correct. No echo. I think I can win without it. How though? Don't know. We'll have to see, won't we? Let's try not to click on recycle anymore. It would be harder to win if I recycled Blizzard, but I mean, I'd just take like Electrodynamics and win anyway, probably. Actually, Rainbow. Rainbow would win, because it would auto upgrade here. Jorbs has 10,000 maidens. I am one of them. I do not have 10,000 maidens. Alright. A little defect run there. Did I update my heart kills right yesterday? I got 3 and I started at 106. Yeah, I did. Good, good, good.